There we go. How's it going? How's it going? Where's my chat? I need to get chat out. Okay, chat's out and about. How's it going, Tom? Good to see ya. And all you Roottreemaniacs out there. We gotta lock some more. We gotta lock some more root trees in. My computer's being a bit funky. Okay, I think we're ready to go. Oh, I've got something I haven't clicked on yet. Family Man. I guess that's where we're gonna start. We've made some good progress on Guy, who gets around. But we still got a whole bunch over here. This is Possible Infidelity 1 there. 1921. It's probably going to be about Elias. Or maybe one down from Elias. Founded in 1908, so 13 years after that. So I'm hoping this Family Man's going to get us in there. By Bess Williams. Right, this is a propaganda book. The dictionary defines propaganda as information, especially of a biased or misleading nature, used to promote or publicize a particular political cause or point of view. But if they were to replace that definition with a picture, it would be a picture of this book. So that's gonna be... Can I put him in? Yeah, look, that's the same guy there. It's interesting, I can't put him against there. So we gotta do something with this picture, and the only place it's gonna be able to go is right here. So, lock him in. I do have something. Elizabeth Cravensworth, secretary. Oh, why is my phone talking to me? 1 second. Sorry. All good. Hey, Ratfinks, how's it going? How's it going? Are you still in hospital? Or are you out and about? The book tells you nothing new about Elias, and from what you know of his true feelings towards some of his extended family, you're not sure it tells you anything true about Elias either. The reissue of this book was so lazy that they reused the famous photo of Elias from the Business Watch, whose copyright had expired. Yeah, that is the same photo. Slackers. Slackers. Home as of 4 hours ago. Excellent news. Hope you're feeling better. Hope you're doing alright. The best thing it has going for it is that it's only 85 pages long. There's 2 clues in here somewhere. Hey Howie, how's it going? Good to see you. What are we supposed to get out of this? It's just a book of propaganda. I don't know. Maybe we should look up Elias and Business Watch again. Is that what it's telling us to do? Probably. Let's get out Business Watch. Periodical. Elias. Root tree. No, this is an old page. It's got the red thing there. You got married and then she cheated. Well, thanks for the update. Gee whiz. I'm sorry to hear that, Howie. I hope you got rid of her. Far out. I'll never cheat on you, Howie. Gee whiz. Sorry for laughing, but that's very succinct, I'd say. My God. My God. Family. Bess Williams. I'm guessing we've already searched this as we have that. Yeah, could be. It's fine, you don't care. That's, I mean, that's the way to approach it, matey. That is the way to approach it. Do I need to Google propaganda? Copyright has expired. I don't know. I don't know what to do with that. Hey Cyberdoom, how's it going, champion? Alright, I want to look into Elias more though. I can't remember where we got, where we got the fact that he's been cheating with this Lizzie Cravensworth from. Guess I'll just Google Elias Roottree. Elias and Gwyneth were never really celebrities, but the general public's perception of them as classic faces associated with the Roottreemania Candy Company had always been somewhat high regards. This was Elias's intention as a family man with his family brand. Since Cease Pieces, the candy company has placed much less emphasis on Elias as a historical brand-connected figure. But there have also been those who have argued it was his right to decide how to split the inheritance and that he did nothing wrong. This has led to some heated television exchanges and countless op-eds. Is it illegal to date your boss? No, it's legal. In fact, it's recommended if you want to have a good career, Cyberdoom. The first Anderson Maple Farm only used to be a popular tourist attraction during the summer months when it had special tours. However, since seen an explosion of off-season business as some religious and political groups decided to visit to show support for Elias and Gwyneth's traditional values. Yeah. Anyone know of anyone with traditional values who's a dirty infidel? And financial rights. This rise in support was in turn followed by pickets from gay rights activists when some particularly inflammatory organizations made their pilgrimages. Amongst all this conflict, the farm has since shut down, seemingly indefinitely. The website says, check back later, but has no date listed. The quotes from Bess Williams' book seem to have been taken down. I guess we should read about Anderson Maple Farm again. No, same page. 6 pieces, maybe? How do we find out more about you? Is there anything... Yeah, we've already looked at this, haven't we? I wonder if Elias appears in any of these other periodicals. He was not a chef. He was not a musician. He was not in the news. He was not in the tabloid. He was not in Portland. He's not going to be in any of these. Yeah, Cyberdoom, it's what happens when you get viewers from subs from shorts and you don't post any content. But that's alright. We got the best 10 people here. I'm well, Howie. How are you, champion? How are we going to find out more about you? I wish I remembered where we got Lizzie Cravensworth from. Maybe I should be searching for her name. I don't think she's in any of our notes, is she? That's me not useful. Elizabeth Cravensworth. I remember, like, them calling her Liz Cravensworth as well. But that's probably not going to help us, is it? Not Business Watch, Butler County. Elizabeth. Where were you mentioned love? Have I spelt that right? Elizabeth Cravensworth. Alright, well, we have 8 things to investigate with this that we haven't. I'm gonna work my way from the bottom, just because I feel like we usually start from the top. Dead ends and red herrings. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're not useful in this game, though, does it? Lauren's other books were not useful on their own, but could lead to other information. I don't think that's interesting. Chris Rafferty. That's who I wanted to look up, actually. Yes, because he was the one... This fella right here. Where are you, Chris? There you are, champion. He was the one. He was causing trouble. He was a bit of a conspiracy... Anti-conspiracy, I think. Anyway, let's read what I just... Gosh darn press. Chris Rafferty's Prodigy site seems to have been discovered by the masses. Gone are the art pictures of his cousins. Instead, it's a list of questions that people keep emailing him. The most relevant ones are the following. Are you the son of Clark Rafferty? Yes, but I didn't grow up with him. I remember him from when I was a little kid, but I moved away with my mum when I was very young. We left Pennsylvania and moved back home to Virginia. We lived there with Pete, my stepdad. I don't think we got a Pete here, do we? Nah, he hasn't made the list, Pete. My dad and I spoke a few times when I found his phone number on a check he sent us in the mail when I was 15. He was happy to hear from me, and now he calls me once a month and he came to visit me at college. He tells me things I don't remember and people like He tells me things I don't remember and people like Guy Hudson and Ernie Madsen. Is that sentence bad or is it just me? He tells me about things I don't remember and people... Oh, I just can't read right. And people like Guy Hudson and Ernie Madsen. Probably should read more about Ernie. My dad and I get along, but obviously you can't spell obviously, we aren't very close. Did you ever meet the Roottrees? I used to know the Roottrees, but never the sisters. I was in office sometimes when I was a kid, and I definitely met Guy Hudson before he died, but I don't remember. My memory is weird. It's hard to know what I actually remember and what I think I do because I have pictures. For example, I have a photo from when I was 5 in the office with my dad and Guy was there. I made myself sick by eating chocolate and some woman who I don't know cleaned my face. Ooh, some woman, you say. I don't know if my memories of that come from the picture or not. And we've got that photo. How do you have proof of Ernie Madsen's heart condition? So Ernie... Oh, that's the Morden, the Madsens. He was the 4th president who died. I know Ernie had a heart problem because my dad told me in one of our phone calls. I asked him about the poison because I saw it on the Roottree Curse website. Oh yeah, the Roottree Curse. And he emailed some old stuff including the proof, but even with the proof, the website didn't take it down. He spelt fiancé wrong. I'm not good at spelling or writing. I'm good at painting and other art. That's why obviously it's spelled incorrectly. I'm going to school to learn how to edit movies. I want to make cartoons someday. Lulu is much better at spelling. Lulu, you say? That's his wife, Louisa. Louisa is Lulu. Okay. Lulu Rafferty? Is that worth looking up? He says he's going to school to learn how to edit movies. So he's probably not going to be in any of the periodicals. I do want to look up Ernie again. And then we can have a look at that photo. And the root tree curse I want to look up again as well. I reckon there might be something there. Ernie, Ernest. What do you... Mate, I know he's on Google. Ernest Jr.? Ah, you're kidding me. Alright, weird. Maybe in tabloids? Yeah. Apparently this president was not very popular. Weird. Alright. Let's look up the root tree curse. That might be in the tabloids as well. The one with the fish. During your initial search, you came across Thomas Overwood's conspiracy page about the root trees. 8 months later, the page still exists and is thriving. The visitor count has reached 7 digits. Many older articles have been replaced. It seems that the recent uprising of root tree news has left Thomas Overwood with a constant stream of new events. Oh no, we have looked this up. Because we went down these cul-de-sacs where we were trying to find Chris Rafferty again. Alright, let's have a look at the picture. Okay, so that's Chris right there. Let's lock him in. He's here, so that means he's not down the bottom. Dang, look at that chocolate on his face. The photo on Chris Rafferty's website, according to Chris, it's a photo of him, his father, and Guy Hudson. That's Guy right there. I recognize that. Oh, we got Guy there as well. And there. And there. I've got a bunch of pictures of Guy that I haven't put in. And then that's going to be his daddy. So we can lock him in. And then we got to find out who the secretary was. Clark. Who is secretary? Indeed. That's the important bit of this one. Faux show. Chris did not know who the woman in the photo was. So it's probably one of his secretaries, I imagine. Did we have a year? Because we might need to figure out what the year was. So that we can figure out when the secretary was secretarian. I definitely met Guy Hudson before he died, but I don't remember. When I was 5. Why is he bleeding from the mouth? No, it's chocolate, matey. It's chocolate. He made himself sick by eating chocolate. Look at him. And he's still going. He's sick and he's... oh, tattoo. Tattoo. She's got a little tattoo. Okay, so he was 5. We might be able to figure out the year if we know how old Chris Rafferty is now. Chris Rafferty, how old are you, champion? This is the old site. That's not useful. Weirdly enough, if you just Google Chris Rafferty, you don't find anything. It's strange. 75 mean anything? Where'd you get 75 from? Chris Raff 75. Tom, you were... Yes. He was born in 75, which means if he was 5, it was probably about 1980, and that definitely lines up. Terry O'Connor was hired. 1980. Do we have any years? 75 to 82. These are probably going to be... These are in order of affair, I think. Who was she? I don't think we were that confident that that was Robin Martin. Or that that was Susan Ford. I think we thought... No, we're pretty confident about that being Susie. Oh, we got the spouse as well, so that must be right. Because we wouldn't have been able to link the spouse. So if you're Christine, what if I put you there? And I put you there? No. Okay, we'll leave that for now. Just... So we have pictures of all of Guy's secret lovers. Interestingly. Does she look like them? Yeah, kinda. I think so. Got like the thin eyebrows, roundy nose. I could believe it. Oh, but she looks like them as well. Oh, I don't know. Can you take me to this photo? What year is this photo? Do we have a year on that photo, that party? Hello, Nort. I understand they're dead, but why do we need 5 parts of them? Are we making a biography? Why do we need... What do you mean 5 parts of them? Oh, 5 pieces? No, that's the name of their candy matey. I've got to figure out what year this is to know if this was before or after. No, we got her as a principal, so that was late. Right, you're making a joke. Sorry, matey. I'm a bit slow. Have we looked up Cicely's book? Cicely Sanchez. What was Cicely's book? Ah, yeah. What for the gospel? Book she'd been commissioned. Did we ever find the book? I mean, I know we found Piketty. The articles. Making a biography on the channel about the... Oh, right, because this is part 5 of the stream. No, we got as many parts as we need, champion. We are on piece 5, indeed. I would like to figure out what is going on down here. There's a whole cul-de-sac there. Mark Clementine, the pilot. Stewie Clementine. Alright, Mark, are you hanging out anywhere? Did I spell that right? No, I did not. Crocodile Clementine. That's right, he was a bad apple. Hello. It's alright, matey. Can always happy for chat to bring a little bit of colour to the stream. Although Mark's nickname would imply he's from Florida or Australia, he's from LA. He's a big bit of work. Lost his job in 1975. I don't think there was much to do with this basket, was there? Yeah, I don't know how that would help us at all. Real life baby Moses situation. He's a pilot and got on the wrong plane when he was drunk. Happens to the best of us, mate. Arrested for smuggling animals. Quite successful for 4 years. Caught when he had to make an emergency landing in Portland. So he would be in the Portland Telegraph then. Oh, that gives us a better hint there, so I'm sure we've looked that up already. He was arrested in 1993 on parole, but his freedom didn't last long because he was arrested again. Trying to visit his daughter's graduation. Yeah, we got to find out about this daughter. Billy Sims, National Press. Sandstone Canyon High School. Pretty much every news organization, from trustworthy to tabloid, had their own take on the altercation. Alright. I'm not sure we've looked up like all the periodicals about this. We gotta find out about his daughter somehow. Not gonna be in Bitseswat, Butler County. Basic information, chef's signature. Modern Music Monthly, News Time. Did a small piece about the fight between Sims and Crocodile, but tried to approach it from a different perspective. Their goal is to paint a picture of two men involved from others who knew them best. Not only did they manage to interview Sims' wife, Carla. Do we have that in? No, Carla's the other one. Crocodile. Yeah, we might be needing to search for that as well. Hunted out colleague Webb, Mark's ex-wife. Yeah, this is new. This is good. Nice. According to the section with Colleen, she and he met when he worked for an airline. She worked from an airport newsstand. He was a drinker and also would often have wild mood swings. When he was charged with assault of a fellow pilot in 1975 and lost his job, they divorced. At the time, she was pregnant with their second daughter, and she felt she needed to get out before things got worse. Excuse me. Okay, so daughter is what we get out of that. Let's continue. She left him and moved to San Diego to live with her sister and told her oldest that her dad had to fly planes for the army. She raised them both herself, and although she never went through the trouble of changing their names legally, they used the web name so that no one would connect them to her ex-husband. I'm a bit confused about this. They use the web name so no one... Right, so they're not webs. They just go by the web. But they're still using Clementine name. Have I interpreted that right? So we have a couple more oranges down here. Mandarins. I think that's what it's telling us. So hopefully if we keep looking up Crocodile and Billy Sims, we'll find the first name of these two kids and a picture of them. She never went through the trouble of changing their names legally, but they went by web name. Yep. Alright, cool. Piketty. They'll have an article on this. Piketty magazine is kind of sleazy, indeed, so they're not afraid to publish a few more details that more reputable news publications probably normally wouldn't. Excellent! You look up the Billy Sims incident, and it seems they did report on it. You gain a few new bits of information, though it might not be useful. Billy Sims was once arrested for throwing a Molotov cocktail at a company that was found to be testing their products on animals. Dang. According to the police paperwork, Crocodile Clementine's bail was paid for by Tostario Jacobson. It was fairly expensive. You like him, Billy Sims? He's got a bit of fire to him. Piketty interviewed other students that were at the event to find out if anyone knew anything. And the word going was after Mark Clementine showed up, because his daughter Mary was graduating that night. Thank you very much. Mary is the older one. I think. Who's since married and got a child. Has a child. Okay, let's look up Tostario, and then we're going to look up Mary Clementine. Well, I'll keep just finishing off these as well. Billy Sims, just to make sure that we don't miss anything. Crocwatch, our good friend Croc Clementine. His daughter was walking on stage, indeed. He was apparently not allowed to attend, but did so anyway. It was unknown to the school staff, including Sims at the time, who he was, but security guard recognized him, and that's when the trouble started. What will Croc get up to next? Watch out for Crocwatch. We search for Crocwatch? Okay, I need to search Crocwatch in that one, in Portland as well. Nothing. Crocwatch. The Crocwatch, in addition to being a name of an article you've already found in the Portland Telegraph, I guess that's the only place we can see that for it to mention this, is apparently a seen on TV product aimed at kids. This is just nonsense and useless. Okay. So we need to look up Tostarito. Fuegos Fiesta, a regional Mexican fast food chain, held a competition in 1993 that offered free meals for life to anyone that legally changed their name to Tostarito. The Tostarito was a burrito with a cylindrical tostada shell inside a flour tortilla. According to a few different sources, Tostarito Jacobson used to be named Lucinda. Righto. Yeah, lots of useless filler. Plenty of red herrings. Lucinda. Is Lucinda? What is this? This is an old article. I don't remember a Lucinda Jacobson. Who are you? Mentions a Helen... There's a Crime Blotter article about Edith Jacobson. Who's Edith Jacobson? Where are the Jacobsons on the tree? Miracle, Miracle... Robert... Not there, not there. Landons, Marsdens, Mordens, Hudsons. In 1971, when she was 18, Edith and her sister Lucinda were arrested for trespassing at Oh, this is Miracle. This is about over here. Oh, there she is. Yeah, she was the one that trespassed. and then got married to Miracle Jr. He got caught by Helen Roottreemania. Right, that's the older one. What do these lot have to do? How does this all connect together? Lucinda Jacobson. Oh, her sister Lucinda. But I don't think Lucinda makes an appearance up here anyway. So Lucinda became Tostarito. And we got Lucinda because she has... Where do... relations... Is a Miracle having an affair? We've got a 1998 here. We have Daddy Miracle having an affair. But 1949. But we do have this one here who was on the original tree as well. So that is very suspicious that we got these weird connections with... Religious and sin-free indeed. But I mean, this seems related to Mark Clementine, the pilot here. That's so strange. It's so strange that there's a connection there. I wonder if we can find anything else about old Crocodile Clementine. It's the Billy, yeah, it's probably... Same article. Crocodile Clementine's bail was paid for by... So his bail was paid for by her. So then what is his tie to the miracles? How do I find out more? Her sister. Yeah, so that's right. So... No, yeah, sorry. So Tostarito isn't Edith, is it? That's the sister of Edith. That's Lucinda Jacobson. We don't have anything new about Edith. Same article. Alright, maybe we need to look up more about Miracle Roottree Jr. to try and figure out what is going on with this lot. Okay, this is a new page. It seems Miracle Senior is going on a new tour in the United States in late 1999. The previous 5 for 3 generations of Miracles has been replaced. Be a part of history. The oldest living Roottree reprises and retells his incredible story. Miracle Roottree grew up as one of the famous 5 pieces, living a life of wealth and luxury. But fortune was nothing compared to the powerful force of the Almighty. I disappeared. Did I not turn the fan on? I didn't. He has lived a long and fruitful life. However, he's now in his 70s and his age is beginning to make life and road more difficult. So consider this your last chance to see him in a town near you. In his intimate evening, he will reminisce about his famous history. He'll discuss his family's saints and sinners and provide a unique perspective on one of the most notable families in the United States today. Learn what originally drove him away from his fortune and the arms of religion, and learn how his life has become more wealthy in spirit than it could ever be from his inheritance. The site also lists the churches he'll be appearing in and mentions that tickets can be purchased at local services. Notably absent are any mentions about Miracle's news appearances. Well. Old article. Just gonna look both of these up. In all of these, I don't think they're gonna be in the chefs or the music, but they'll probably be in this one, news time. Miracle Roottree appeared on the cover of News Time, denying Felix Fellows was a Roottree. The article has been added to our evidence. We have that. Nothing. There's not going to be anything in these last ones. Huh. Just Miracle Jr.? We can try. That's right, he does go by just Miracle Jr., doesn't he? Old page. Yeah, old page. Old page. Okay. Where do we go from there? Mary Clementine? I doubt we're gonna find anything about her. Although she is, like, married with... Oh gosh, I spelt Clementine wrong in 2 different ways. She is married with a child now, we think. Mary. Oh, this is not gonna do much for us, I think, unless she's found herself in the news somehow. Tostarito. I mean, I want to find out more about this person, the sister who renamed herself to a type of Mexican dish. But I don't know. Come on, she's a Tostarito. How is she not in Chef's Signature, mate? Piketty, you've got to be reporting on Tostarito. She changed her name to a thing. Come on. Just out of curiosity, I wonder if we have Lucinda as a selectable name. There's a photo of her as well. Oh, actually, these two were both on the original tree. That's weird. Maybe this has got nothing to do with Miracle. But does that mean that, like... Yeah, Edith Jacobson. So it could be like Edith Jacobson and... But we're not going to have Tostada here, because Tostada's not on the original tree. What was her name? Lucinda Jacobson. We've only got Edith Jacobson. Cousins getting married, would that be newsworthy? Depends on what part of the world you're in. Lucinda, Lucinda, Lucinda. What is your story? Fuegos Fiesta. Is that what we want to read about? The Tostarito. Let's look up the Tostarito in Chef's signature. Nothing. Nothing. Billy Sims was arrested for throwing that. So Crocodile Clementine has some link to the miracles. So these two are probably unrelated. This information is probably all about down here. Get that much about Crocodile. First major arrest. He was only caught because the crocodile bit him on the leg and he had to call Mayday because he was losing blood. He tried to tell him it was a crop duster who somehow cut his leg on the loose piece of metal in the cockpit. But they thought that story was a little bit odd. Sims' wife, Carla. Is she interesting at all? Carla Sims? She's definitely not on the, oh no. Oh, we do have Carlita available. That'd be weird if she was on here somehow. Carlita Sims. She left him. Colleen left him to live in San Diego with her sister, the Tostada. She raised them both by herself, living with her sister. Dad had to fly planes. I mean, it's interesting, but I don't know what you do with it. Carlita Sims, what is your story, love? Crocodile, I want to know about your kids, matey. She was pregnant in 75 with the second. Mary Clementine, Clean Web. We don't have a San Diego periodical, do we? Portland and Butler County. We had a San Diego one. There seems to be a few references to that place. Hey, no worries, Ratpinks. I hope you're getting better and you have a nice long rest and wake up feeling good, feeling at your best. Alright, let's go back to reminders and figure out what's a way we can go. Hey, no worries. I'm glad to do this. It's fun. It's getting tough, though. Oh, okay. That's just me randomly searching Carolyn and finding something that gets printed out. After the release of 6 pieces, Carolyn Morden did a television interview. Someone has uploaded a partial transcript of the interview on the television section of the messaging community. The transcript is only her answers and missing questions. This creates a somewhat confusing reading experience, but does give you a bit more history about Carolyn and some of her family members. Righto. 45 minutes. This was a cable news interview. A transcript of only Carolyn's answers has been posted to the site about television. Thanks for having me. Oh gosh, what did they ask her? I've never really fit into the family, so it didn't surprise me. She could have put me in if she wanted to talk about the timing during my activism days, when I almost got arrested for stealing spark plugs out of all her tractors, but I didn't really think it fit her narrative. Right, that's going to be about the the new book, sorry. The 6 pieces book. Yes and no, they never tried to kick me out or send me to live on a farm, if that's what you mean. But I was pretty unpopular, and once everyone learned why I divorced my husband, few people paid me any attention. She's not my wife, not legally, that's right. She is... Carolyn, where are you, love? Yeah, she divorced and got with Eloise. Call it... but we've been together for half our lives. Call it what it was. I was 20 and just had Had just had my daughter. I hate to look back on that time because I was a terrible mother for the first few years. I left my daughter with my ex-husband and followed Guy on a private jet to Europe. He lost a tooth and a client. Wait. I was wondering if one of these pictures was going to be Carolyn, but they do not look like Carolyn. Yeah, none of them look like Carolyn. She's got like really wavy hair. So that's interesting that she was close to Guy, though. He lost a tooth and a client. Do any of our pictures of Guy have him missing a tooth? No, he's got a full smile there. He's got a full smile there. Not showing any teeth there, matey. And that's an old one. Is he missing a tooth there? I don't think so. Company picnic. How strange. Oh well, back to reading this interview. He lost a tooth and a client. I found love and better understanding of who I was. Still, in our family's eyes, his trip was somehow more acceptable. Explain that. Yeah, he liked to gallivant. No, I couldn't stand him. Our family wrote off his behavior, probably still talking about Guy, like he was some huge fan of romance or women. But he didn't like the entire woman. It was doubly awkward for me because he was more supportive than most. I slowly figured out it was because he assumed I would be as shallow as he was. He was a workaholic. He seemed nice enough and did a good job. I didn't know him well. That was one of Sam's problems with our family. None of us did except Carl. I honestly get why she's pissed. I didn't know him well. No one did except Carl. I'd rather not speak ill of the dead, not unless you want more stories about Guy. With Carl, though, all I can say is we used to be friends before they sent him to private school. He came back a lot judgier. It made sense when they made him president. He was a lot like my father after they disciplined the fun out of him. After I started protesting the farms and he stopped returning my calls. Oh well, he's hard to label. When I was a teenager, he was basically drunk, high, or both all the time. He actually used to sell me pot. His problems with women were different to Guy's, but he never really judged me. I guess he knew it would be pretty hypocritical to judge anyone for anything. Who are you talking about? Back then he was destructively unreliable in every way, but nowadays he's just kind of boring and old. I bet she's talking about Clark. He, I think, used to party a bit. And now he works in advertising, he's boring and old. I prefer that to how he used to be. And to Guy and Carl, but it's still a cautionary tale. I hope I'm never that boring and old. Don't know. I want to look up Carl again. So I'm going to look up her in Butler Times first. Yeah, it's old. Died in the crash. Nothing interesting at all. Old. I don't think he's going to be in anything else. News time, maybe? No. Portland Telegraph. Alright, back to you, champion. We gotta get... Not that one. Reminders. We just looked up Carolyn. But maybe Stephanie Jones and Brian Jones have something new about them. What with them being public figures. Hello. Oh, hello. It seems that Brian Jones has been busy updating Stephanie Jones' campaign website. 2 new sections exist. The first is baby photo. Ooh. Brian and Stephanie. What have you two been up to? Where the gosh darn heck are you gonna be? Yeah, we can't put them here. Oh, they're probably gonna be here, 1998. I reckon that's where this continues. I think. I'm just gonna go ahead and put them in. So Stephanie, Landon, and Brian Jones. So this isn't anything untowards, it's just that they've had a kid. So this whole section is kind of not terribly interesting, I think. And she is probably still in politics. Dang, no lock-in. Following the birth of their newborn girl, his new daughter is wearing an adorable Santa hat, and his wife Stephanie is giving her a signature thumbs up from campaign literature. They just seem like a normal, happy couple. But we gotta find out this daughter's name. Our daughter was named after her grandmother, which ended up being very fitting since she was born the night before Christmas. Is your grandma's name Eve, love? Or Evelyn? Mum. Clara? What? That's Mum. That's Grandma. Gwendolyn. On the other side, perhaps. Alright. I think that implies Evelyn, right? Eve? It just makes too much sense. Baby. Oh, we don't have an Eve. Dang it. What would you name someone that's related to the night before Christmas if it's not Eve? But if it's named after the grandma, it suggests it's Clara. I don't know how Clara is related to the night before Christmas. I don't even have Clara available. Cricket. Weird. Carol? Wait, Carol makes sense for Christmas. Oh, named after the child's grandma. The child's grandma. Not her grandma. Her mum. Her mum. After her grandmother. Oh, gosh. Sorry, that's silly. And occupation, baby. What do you do for a living? I'm a baby. Come on, this has got to be a lock-in. Nice! Okay, thank gosh for that. Doink, 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 doink. So we got Susan Ford, right? Got a whole bunch of pictures locked in. Oh, yeah. Yes! Yes, lock in. Lock in harder, baby. Booyah. Now, oh, we have these two wrong. Alright, I'm going to swap these photos. And assume that was the only issue with that. But that's good. We got a lot of lock-ins here. We still have not made any progress on Elias's affair over here, though. That's where we gotta really look. Whoa! Mary Beth Clementine isn't a musician? We got a spouse right. Oh, she's not a Clementine, is she? That's what we got wrong. She changed her name to Clementine. Alright, I mean, this is done, so these two, we got nothing else to do with them. I've spelled Clementine wrong again. How do I figure out what your first name is? Mazza. She also sport as an advocate. Twice divorced to Sterling. Do we have Sterling in here at all? Yeah, Sterling Edsel. Sterling. I don't think he would have taken up the Clementine name as well, would he? Sterling. Oh, with an S. Let's check out Modern Music Monthly for Sterling. After he was sued by Edison Records. V. Edsel. A record producer who called himself Edison. So, Edsel was calling himself Edison. So maybe we need to look up Sterling Edison. I think we already have. You also find references to New Edison and Mary Beth Clementine. What is New Edison? Oh, I think we missed that. Small record. Ah, it's the same thing. Okay, but the periodical. It seems that New Edison Records and Modern Music Monthly had quite a lot of overlap. There are countless advertisements for various covers of popular songs, and they all started to blend together. When you scan results for anything other than an advertisement, you do find a brief blurb from when New Edison was sued by Edison Records. By the time the magazine had covered it, it seems that the lawsuit was settled out of court and New Edison destined to shut down. The owner, who went by Sterling Edison, said he'd likely create a new record company, but there's no evidence of that he did. Mate. come on, you gotta give me something, don't ya? Hickory, they like a lawsuit, don't they? No, okay. Just that. Dang, sterling, sterling, sterling. The old record, rugged cross. Police had to be called after she got into an altercation with Sterling Edison, leading to a divorce. The site's context seems user submitted. Hello, Jared. How's it going? The old rugged cross. Mary Beth Clementine released the old rugged cross from New Edison. It was advertised quite a few times. When at first reviewed by the magazine, however, it listed the artist as Mary Beth Quaker. Finally! We finally got you, you Quaker. Alright, good. She's done. Lock her in. That was a hard find. Am I from Australia? Yes, matey. Indeed. Indeed, indeed. Robin Martin. I wonder if we can find anything else about her. No. Especially if I don't spell Robin right. Indeed, I know about the cyclone. Very scary. I'm in Melbourne, so it's not affecting me, but I hope everyone's able to stay safe. So, Robin Martin and Guy Hudson had an affair. She was promiscuous. Robin's eggs. Oh, you're in Brisbane. You might be stuff. Stay. I hope you stay safe, matey. I mean, it's very scary. Private island. Alright, we gotta look you up in the periodicals, love. Gonna be in there. Sold off her father's assets in 1992, the year after he died. Yeah, I think we've read this before. Dismantling got such a successful company to earn a quick buck. Lack of traditional values. Maybe she sold it to ensure a better future for her own children. Oh wait. That's weird. That's right, because when we were looking into her, it seemed like she did not have kids. But then this implies that she would have a kid. Very strange. I don't think she's... Oh, maybe she'll be in Portland Telegraph? No. Oh, Robin. Maybe she's a red herring and she's not actually on the board at all. Because if she doesn't actually have a child... Yeah, I don't know. I want to find more about this one or this one. Crocodile Clementine. How do I find out more about you, matey? the infamy list. Maybe this will be in Piketty, because that's the type of nonsense that would report on. No. Smuggling reptiles. Emergency landing in Portland. So he is going to be in the Portland one, if he isn't already. But I'm sure we've looked that up. I don't know. G'day, Chili. Yeah, it's nothing interesting. There is... I mean, he must exist somewhere. We got another picture of him to find. Oh, is that this picture? That's a mugshot. Who is that? Oh, it is. That is Crocodile. Okay, I just haven't locked him in yet. Okay, so... Multnomah County Corrections Division. Mary Clementine. What is your story, love? She's the daughter, the first daughter, who was graduating when this guy punched someone else in the face. Alright, I'm a bit stuck, which is probably a good time to finish stream. I don't have too much left to do. There's a good chance that these are right. Although I'm less sure about her. Because I don't think Robin's got any kids. But we do need to somehow find our way into Elias's infidelity and down that rabbit hole. That'll probably be the focus of next stream. And then we're a bit stuck on Mark as well. But thank you for joining, champions. Hope you're having a good week. I'll be back next Wednesday, but then this stream next week won't be because I'll be at a YouTuber event. Anyway, good to see you all. Hope you're having a good day, and I'll see you next week. Bye for now.